It's time for that event where every 4 years we have to wait for the Cricket World Cup to begin. And it's time for the Women's Cricket World Cup 2025. This time, after 3 years, we are having the new edition. And I have Parag with me. Parag, we kickstart with the Proteas, who are desperate for a trophy. We're desperate to get their hands on a trophy. It's the women's this time because the men's are doing well. They won the ICC World Championship. Time for the women's. We kickstart with South Africa squad. First of all, let's take a look into the squad before we go in depth about it. Skipper Laura Volvart is the captain. Tasman Brits is her partner out there. Anneke Bosch, Anneke Derksen, Yvan Bogakaka, Nadine De Klerk, Marizan Karp. Then you have Cleo Trion, you have Sinola Jafta, Sune Luz, you have Meso, who is the backup wicket keeper, you have Sangase, you have Mmalaba, you have Klaas, you have Sekune, also in the reserves you have Miana Smith. So this is what the squad more or less looks like. I think this is a very well balanced side. South Africa always has so many experienced players, as you can see on the list as well. Your thoughts on the overall squad with South Africa and gone with?
Actually, if we look at their players, they always retain their experience squads all many of the times, and they have been doing from the several years. Actually, they have players like Wolfhard, Tasman Brits, Anika Bosch, Darsin, Nadine Dickler. Like we have seen playing for the country from so many years, so they have that
Correct.
experience. They have that knowledge, like they have that ability to soak the pressure. They have ability to play under pressure. So if we, it's same like so much like the men's team only. Like we have seen a South Africa team, men's team, making them from the scratch in their period where they have lost so many of their experienced players, and then
Correct.
right now they are doing so much great things, achieving so many great things. So like that, I'm expecting something from this team because they are looking very good. They have been performing very good recently. Like players, like if we look at their last ODI series with the women's West Indies women's, where they have won that series by 2-1, and where the players
Yeah.
like Tasman Brits, the Marizan Cap and Wolfart, and like they have played good cricket. So like it's a very good squad overall. They have good core of batting. They have good all rounders and also some experienced bowling options in their squad. So overall, it's
Understandable,
very
but I'm sorry to interrupt, but when you said about so many experienced players, I think at the top of the list comes in the name of Marizan Cap, the all-rounder. Does she remain, according to you, the heartbeat of the South African side, or is this World Cup where younger players must step up to ease her workload?
No, I think that Marizan Cap is going to be the vital member of the squad in this World Cup because we all know that how best she can get perfect situations like World Cup, because we all know there is some kind of different atmosphere, some kind of different pressure is going to get every player will going to face in the World Cup
True.
in this team against India, Australia, England, and all. So I will go with the Marizan Cup instead of new members, because we all know like there is one small mistake and you can lose the match,
Correct, correct.
and that match would cost them the World Cup.
The
So
World Cup, absolutely, yeah.
yeah, exactly, and this is not the tournament where that will come under after every
And that
year or
exactly
so.
happened against New Zealand in the T20 World Cup final.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So for the to catch these movements, to win these moments, you need someone player like Marzan Cap only. So this is the player you can bet on when. So I will go with the Marizan Cup instead of
So
any
you're
new
saying
member.
Marizan Cap, according to you, has to be the heartbeat of this side. But on the other hand, skipper Laura Volvart will come to her captaincy in a while. But her opening partner, Tasman Brits, Laura Volvart, giving them perfect starts at the top of the order. Can they give South Africa the fearless start they required in conditions like India and Sri Lanka?
I will think so because we have seen Wolfart and Tasman Brits playing for the South Africa and opening and doing so much wonders for their team, because they have very good combination. They have been playing for their team since long time now. They know how they play. They all know each other. So they have done so much good things, and they
Mhm,
have
mhm.
scored runs from the recent times only. They are in good form. They have been in good form. So I think that they will do better in the upcoming World Cup because they have experience, as we spoke earlier.
Mhm,
They have that
mhm.
skill set, and they have that game sense to play under any conditions, like no matter how the conditions will going to be in India.
True, true, true.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That's not going to be issue. Like no opening partnership is not going for issue for the South African team.
It's not going to be an issue for South Africa, the opening pair, because they are very much experienced. But now moving into the captaincy role, Parag, it's Laura Valvard, who has been appointed as South Africa's captain very, very recently in 2024. Her numbers are not good in terms of captaincy because 11 matches have lost. They have won just 4 matches under her captaincy. what can Laura Volvart, the captain, do, especially apart from bat in hand? Is it her captaincy with in terms of bowling changes or other? Because they have so many experienced players. Do you think Volvart should consult with the other players like Karp and others?
Yeah, I do think that, like, yeah, the numbers are speaking. That the South African team has won only 4 matches out of their last 11 or 12, something like that. So I do think that she needs to consult with their other members like Marizan Cap, Brits, and all. Because when you get the idea from all your experienced players, then sometimes something good happen. Sometimes might come from the under pressure situation. So I do think that this is not about the captaincy only. There are also other factors, like sometimes your key players not performed well at the crucial
Mhm.
situation at the crunch time. Sometimes some mistakes happens from the young
True,
player
true, true.
only. So I'm not thinking that this is only the problem of Laura Wolford as a captain, but also the South African team as a team, as a core member team, where they are unable to put some best efforts, put some best
Correct.
performance at the crucial time. So I'm thinking that it's not going to be the problem. It's not going to be the captaincy problem for Ula Woodford. I'm hoping for that. So
But
let's hope for
he's
the
a very
success.
calm nature kind of a
Yeah,
captain.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you need to survive in subcontinental conditions, especially with the bat, she has to be the anchor. Because I understand Brits is there, the other three, four, five players in the top order will be there. Can Volvart be the anchor in the South African batting lineup?
Like you said, the breeds Anike Bosch and other players are going to be there. So as an experienced batter and as an experienced player, Laura Wolfort is. I'm thinking that she is going to be the key batter in the batting squad,
Okay,
who will help. Who might help South Africa to give that start in the first 10 overs, because first 10 overs in the subcontinent like India is going to be crucial. Because if you uh, safeguard your wicket in the first 10 overs and just do your knocking and all, just do your ones and twos and keep flowing the runs on the scoreboard, is going to put pressure on the opponent team. And at
true
that
that.
time, and at that time, the players like Wolfart and other experienced players is going to take advantage of that, because they have that core power. Like if the 1 2 get some momentum in the first 10 overs, then the middle order and their lower middle order, especially like Cap and
Correct,
all,
correct.
the Nadine Declar is going to take a help in the middle overs and end overs. So the
I
Wolfart,
completely do understand that factor, but when you talk about the others, you talk about the X factors in the middle order. But when you talk about the results of South Africa, the reason why I say that they desperately need to win a World Cup, especially in the women's team, 2022, the last time they played a World Cup, they made it to the semis, eventually couldn't get there. 2017, they made it to the semis, eventually couldn't get there as well. Your thoughts on how South Africa can boil out, because their bowling attack looks very much strong. You have Marisan Cap, who has the new ball in hand, but on the other hand, you have Ayabunga Kaka, you have Masabata class is there, experience is there. Your thoughts on that?
actually, as you just mentioned, that in the last two World Cups, they are not able to get the results as they wanted. But I'm really hoping something great from this time, because their South African men's team doing great. The luck is favoring them. So I'm hoping that this time luck might favor South African women's team. Yeah, it's just the thought. I'm just getting that. But yeah, as you rightly mentioned, they have some good bowling members like Carp with the new ball, Class, and another the was spinner,
Mhm,
because they have that experience. As I already mentioned, they have been
mhm.
playing, they have been serving
So
this
who
team.
takes your new ball from both ends? Is it Cap and Kaka? Or is it Kaka and Class? Who's it?
I will go with Khaka and Carp,
Okay.
because
And
Khaka
Class
has
comes
that.
in as your first change.
Yes, because Khaka has that pace and that bounce that the new ball will help her. So I will go with the Khaka and Carp, because
Okay.
Khaka is a, yeah, and Carp is already a reliable member. Like whenever you give her ball, she will give you the
Always,
results.
she always delivers for whichever side she plays in the
Exactly,
franchisee
exactly.
cricket or even international cricket. But on the other hand, in the spinners are important in these conditions. You have the experience of Malaba. You also have the likes of if you opt for another left-arm orthodox, you have Chloe Tran. She's also there as one of the experience in the middle order, very handy with the bat. How important are these two spinners?
In the subcontinent, the spinners are always going to be crucial in the middle overs to take the advantage, because we all know the wicket gets lower, wickets get bit little bit
Mhm.
dicier in the middle overs. So at that time, you need a players like Malava, because uh, if I just saw her stats in the last West Indies tour, where she took some in the 3 matches, she took around 6 to 7 wickets. That just incredible figures. So, and that happened in the other country, like in the West Indies. I think I'm not
Correct.
sure if they are going to play in India. Malaba is the spinners, their spinners, Chloe Taran and Malaba is going to get. Will have to show their performance. Will have to show their
They
abilities in
definitely
this
need to show their abilities up front to
abilities.
lead the line from the front. But
Exactly.
now it's important for South Africa to know their opponents in terms of the fixtures, because we know it's a Cricket World Cup. We know that every team will face each other at least once. So if you look into the fixtures now, Parag, they're facing, starting off with England, they face New Zealand, then they go to India, they play India, after that Bangladesh, after that Sri Lanka, then an Asian side, and then ending with Australia. So seven opponents, starting with England, ending with Australia. Not easy start to end. But your thoughts on how important will their fielding be, or that under pressure but losing or winning games by the small margins to give them energy or give them boost, because in subcontinent conditions you can collapse very quickly, and that's the reason why I'm saying that. And the outfield is very fast, so fielding is going to be important. Can South Africa hold the nerve and do these things because they have the experience?
Yeah, I'm hoping so because in the World Cup, in the big stage like World Cup, Women's World Cup, you can't do small mistakes. You
Correct.
can't do, you can't do that some silly mistakes where you might face some big challenges in the long run. Like as we already talked, that might cost other team their World Cup journey. So if you
Correct.
look at their teams, England, New Zealand, India, Bangladesh, and other teams like Australia and Sri Lanka, they have some pretty good players. They have pretty good team core members, and they are already proven that. But not with the South African team. If we
Correct.
saw in the earlier World Cup, so I do think that they have some pretty tough games in the upcoming season. But I'm hoping that they will get through in this journey because they have some good players. They are looking good,
They definitely
and
do have some good players. You are confident of. I'll keep you waiting for the prediction sections to say who do you think is progress to the semis. But at this moment, focusing on the players to watch out for. Parag, three players from South Africa I'm gone for. No brainers are the first two players. Laura Volvart is there. Marizan Cap is there. And the third one I'm going just because of the conditions. Malaba. Any different from your end?
no, I will go with the Laura Wolfart and Marizan Cup, but I will go with the Tasman Brits instead of the other
Okay.
bowler because as I said, she's been looking good with the bat
Mhm.
in the earlier months against the West Indies. So I will go with Tasman Brits because she's going to be the important player to get the start in the first 10 overs with the Wolfart. So she able to
Absolutely.
get if she able to get a good start, then the other batters and the other team members will feel some relief in the middle overs and the end overs, which will eventually.
Understandable, but keeping aside these three players, including my three, and plus you mentioned about how important Tasman Brits will be. Can we have an X factor? Is it going to be for South Africa an X factor out of the box in the middle order? Nadine D. Clark, can she step up and show her experience with the bat and ball?
Yeah, she's actually a fantastic player. She is an excellent bowler with the right arm medium pace, and then the lower middle order. She can help you to score some quick
Absolutely.
30 to 35 runs in just 10 to 12 balls if needed. And against the teams like India, England, and Australia, you need a performance like that to win the current situation. So
Correct.
definitely, as you rightly mentioned, Nadine de Klerk is going to be that X factor if they
Okay, X
want to.
Factor Nadine D. Clark's experience in the middle order with the bat, with the ball, her experience is there. She's a terrific fielder too. Predicted playing 11 is where we head towards now for South Africa. Let's take a look into that, Parag. It's Laura Volvart and Tasman Brits are my openers. Annie Dixon is at number 3. You have Marizan Cap at 4. Sune Luce at 5. Nadine D. Clark at 6. Claude Tryon at 7. Sinola Jafta at number 8. Malaba, Klaas, Kaka are my remaining 3 bowlers. Any changes for you?
No, actually, it's looking really perfect predicted 11 because you actually keep your all they're all experienced members with
Correct.
that. Yeah, so I'm good with that. They
So
have
you're
some
going with
pretty
the same
balanced
11?
squad. Same 11. Yeah, exactly. No changes.
Okay, so you're also going with the same 11, which pretty much says because the players are picking themselves for South Africa. Final segment is the prediction section, Parag. Your 4 teams that are making to the semis from this all the countries that are participating. Who are they?
So actually, I'm going with the Australia, India, England, and South Africa. So because
Wow,
these
so four big guns. Yeah,
Yeah, four big guns because they have already proven their abilities in the earlier championships, earlier matches, and they, as a squad, if we compare like before the World Cup, if we look at their performances, if we look at their key players, experienced players, then these 4 teams are looking really stronger. So I'm really hoping that these 4 teams will go into the
you said
semis.
your 4 teams, but one of the surprises is the reason behind opting out white funds.
Actually, I was little bit confused between England and New Zealand because this time I'm yeah, this time I'm just going with the England instead of New Zealand.
Okay,
No,
so you're
no,
going for England,
not any specific
and
reason.
because of the way they play a spin really well as well, led by Nat Scrivener and others. So you're going
Yeah,
for
because
England,
Nasker brand.
Australia.
Maxwell Brand played incredible in the last WPL. We have seen that.
Correct, correct,
So I'm
correct.
really
Yeah.
hoping from, yeah, exactly. I'm really hoping from her.
So what you're going for is South Africa, India, Australia, and England are your four teams that are making to the semis. Thank you so much, Parag. Thanks to all the viewers for watching this video. That's all we have for now in terms of South Africa squad discussion. We are building India's smartest cricket community. Subscribe to become a part of it.